Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Let me ask you something important today. What would you do if you were all alone at home and suddenly you started feeling strange, your arm weak, your speech slurred, your vision blurry? Would you know what to do? Today, we're talking about something critical. How to survive a stroke when no one else is around. Because believe it or not, strokes don't always wait until help is nearby. They don't come with a warning. And especially for those of us in our 60s, 70s, and beyond, we're at the highest risk. But the good news is, if you know what to look for and what to do in those very first minutes, you can save your own life. So, grab a cup of tea or coffee, sit somewhere comfortable, and let's talk like friends about stroke survival, smart preparation, and the truth about what your body might be trying to tell you before it's too late. First, let's start with the basics. A stroke happens when blood flow to part of your brain is cut off. There are two main types. Ischemic stroke, where a blood clot blocks an artery in your brain. Hemorrhagic stroke, when a blood vessel bursts and causes bleeding in the brain. Either way, your brain isn't getting the oxygen it needs, and brain cells start dying fast. In fact, some experts say that for every minute without treatment, the brain loses nearly 2 million neurons. That's why time is brain. The sooner you act, the more likely you are to survive and recover. Now here's what makes it even scarier. Most strokes happen at home, and many people are alone when it happens. That means there's no one there to notice your slurred speech. No one to call 911. No one to see you fall. And if you don't recognize the symptoms yourself, if you wait too long, that window of survival starts to close. But here's the empowering part. You can prepare yourself right now. You can learn the signs, plan your steps, and train your mind to respond quickly, even if you're completely alone. Let's talk about how. The first thing you need to do is memorize the symptoms. There's a simple way to do this. It's called the FASD test. F, face drooping. Is one side of your face numb? Ask yourself to smile. If one side doesn't move, that's a red flag. Arm weakness. Can you raise both arms? Does one drift down? S, speech difficulty. Is your speech slurred or strange? Try saying a simple sentence like, "Today is a sunny day." If it sounds off, that's a sign. T, time to call 911. Don't wait. Every second counts. But here's something else most people don't know. Some strokes start with silent or unusual symptoms like sudden confusion or memory fog, sudden trouble seeing in one or both eyes, sudden dizziness or loss of balance, a severe, sudden headache with no known cause. These symptoms can be subtle, but they're just as deadly. If something feels off in your body, don't ignore it. Especially if you're over 60 and you have risk factors like high blood pressure, diabetes, or a history of smoking. Let's walk through the most important part of this video. What you must do immediately if you suspect you're having a stroke and you're alone. YW checkmark step 1. Call 911. Don't waste time. Even if you're unsure, even if it turns out to be a false alarm, call emergency services immediately. Do not try to wait it out. Don't call your daughter, your neighbor, or your doctor first. Call emergency. In the US, that's 911. In the UK, it's 999. Wherever you live, memorize your emergency number. White heavy checkmark step 2. Unlock your door. If you can still move, unlock your front door so paramedics can enter if you lose consciousness. It's a simple step that can save precious time. If possible, turn on your porch light too, especially at night, so they can find your home faster. White heavy checkmark step 3. Lie down on your side, preferably your left. Why? If you're feeling dizzy, weak, or you think you might pass out, lying down can help prevent falls and injury. Lying on your side can also help prevent choking if you vomit or lose control of your body. If possible, elevate your head slightly with a pillow. White heavy checkmark step 4. Keep your phone nearby. Use voice commands. If you've set up your smartphone with voice commands like Hey Siri or Hey Google, you can call for help hands-free even if you can't move your arms. For example, Hey Siri, call 911. Hey Google, emergency services. Tip: practice this before anything happens. Make sure your phone responds to your voice, even from across the room. YW checkmark step 5. Take a baby aspirin, but only if. This one is controversial, so listen carefully. If you believe it's an ischemic stroke, a blood clot, taking an aspirin may help by thinning the blood. But if it's a hemorrhagic stroke, a bleed, aspirin can make it worse. If you've had strokes before and your doctor has told you to take aspirin in an emergency, follow their advice. Otherwise, it's safest to call 911 first and let the paramedics decide. YW Checkmark Step 6. Stay calm. Talk to yourself. It might sound silly, but talking out loud can help you stay conscious and focused. Say things like, "Help is coming. I called 911. Breathe slowly." This keeps your brain engaged and reminds you that you're taking control. Now that you know what to do in the moment, let's talk about preparation. Because surviving a stroke often starts before it even happens. Here's what you can do starting today. Pushpin 1. Post emergency info by your phone. Create a simple note near your phone or door with your name and address. Emergency contacts. List of medications. Any allergies. Health conditions. If paramedics arrive and you're unconscious, this information can guide life-saving decisions. Pushpin 2. Use a medical alert device. There are many devices made especially for seniors who live alone. Smartwatches with fall detection. Neck pendants that call 911 at the press of a button. Voice-activated smart home devices. Investing in one can literally be the difference between life and death. Pushpin 3. Tell your friends or family about your routine. If you live alone, let someone know your usual habits. For example, I always have coffee at 8 a.m. and check my phone by 9. If you stop responding, they'll know something's wrong. You can even create a simple check-in system, like texting a friend every morning. Pushpin 4. Control your risk factors. This is huge. You can lower your chances of having a stroke by managing blood pressure. Keep it below 120/80. Cholesterol, especially LDL. Blood sugar, control diabetes. Weight and exercise. Smoking and alcohol use. Stroke prevention isn't just about emergency plans. It's about daily habits that support brain and heart health. Let me say this from the heart. I know it's scary to think about something like this happening when you're alone. But here's what I want you to remember. You are not powerless. You have the ability, starting right now, to prepare yourself, to learn the signs, make a plan, and even save your own life. You don't have to live in fear. You just need to live prepared. So please, share this video with someone you love. Talk to your parents, your neighbors, your friends. Write down your emergency plan. Practice using your voice commands. And most of all, listen to your body. If something feels off, don't wait. Don't tough it out. Get help, because the life you save might be your own. Thank you so much for watching today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back with more tips to help you stay healthy, live long, and stay strong at any age. Take care of yourself. You matter.